How's it going, guys? My name is Alex,
Good evening.
and welcome to a content review on Monday and the update. Biggest part about today's update is, of course, the French pack and the news. If you go into your messages, there, Konami is finally revealing the details of the carryover, and because the game apparently is going to be released in August, they're telling us that there'll be a huge maintenance happening in August, which probably hints to the fact that eFootball 2024 is going to be released either in August or early September. But they're also giving us details on how your player is going to be carried over. Lots of people were asking me, Alex, are our coins going to be carried over? Are our GPs going to be carried over? And of course, all of that will be carried over as is. You'll be able to use your training items too. All the skill tokens will be carried over. But the players, a lot of people were saying that, for instance, these featured players, these France players that are all right now in the pack, which I wouldn't be recommending opening the pack just because there'll be so many cool packs. I assume Konami has something in store for us. Starting eFootball 2024 will be club packs. There will be probably ambassador pack, some kind of Messi related pack, Neymar related pack, if they're still continuing to be ambassadors of eFootball, which I assume they will. And there is also a chance that FIFA will be partnering either with 2K or Konami. Because EFC is a separate entity and FIFA is like thinking about making their own game. Maybe they're going to be partnering with a platform that can build their own game, like Konami can, of course. They're already doing that. Thing is, like, you have the duration of contracts, and if you signed a player right now, a featured player from a pack, if there will be no new updates from, like, if Konami is like, yeah, as is right now, there is no changes. You'll be able to use this Declan Rice, for instance, that you signed for 357 days more, like this Modric card. 150 days still. I think I packed this card like last year and I still can use that for ages. It's my favorite card in this game. Such a great card. And even I can't really add any skills on this player, but he has all the skills you would want. I mean, if I had a chance, I would be giving him additional skills, but still, such a fantastic player. And it is a player of the card. And guess what? You'll be able to use this card starting next season, so no need to worry. So obviously in that message, Konami is giving us a link. I'll be also giving you that link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. But this is a very, very useful tool. I think there'll be some changes. Maybe there's like a player leaving a club or like deciding to end his career. Like something fraudulent can happen starting from today up until the point eFootball 2024 will be released. But definitely this is the tool where you can enter a player, and there's also additional tool for managers, but managers are probably not that interesting, but the players are interesting. So you can enter a player name, but definitely we'll start with Cristiano Ronaldo. And people are wondering what's going to be happening to the cards and what's going to be happening to the players next season. Players available version 3.0.0, which means 3.0.0 is eFootball 2024. There should be no two meanings about that, and they're saying that explicitly, that there's 6 versions of Cristiano Ronaldo. He has the standard type without any club. So there's highlight card, which is a featured card. There is also trending card, which is player of the week card. And there is a legendary card from Manchester United. All of these cards will be carried over. You don't need to worry about that. People are saying like player of the week cards going to be disappearing. Your featured cards going to be becoming standard cards. No, it's not the case. I don't know how this game is supposed to be balanced. If all of you guys are getting your cards next season and being able to play with them. It's also important to mention that you see right now your players have like 98, 99 rating in certain positions. Well, if you auto-allocated points on this Tomiyasu, for instance, if you don't know what you're doing with the cards and didn't train it manually, it will be having even higher overall. Higher overall, yes! Wow, I have 99 rated Bernardo Silva! My Bernardo Silva is better than yours! But it just auto-allocated his speed and acceleration, which is not that important for attacking midfielder. Instead, I gave him passing, dribbling, and shooting, which is more important for attacking midfielder. But still, you do you fam. You can auto-allocate your players, you can train players, have a separate training guide with someone who is much more experienced than me. You can check it out on my channel. Decide for yourself. It's your game, you play it however you want. But it's also important to notice that, for instance, this Luis Figo, 95 rated player, if you train him to the max, I think it gets 95, 96, who cares? But with the playstyle proficiency, you see on the right, team playstyle level, and with the correct manager, and if he fits the playstyle of the manager, so this long ball counter, this Figo is going to 98. This is not going to be a thing next season, so you need to like make a screenshot, remember your 99 rated, 100 rated players, and just like say goodbye to them mentally, because in 1 month's time there will be no such thing as player proficiency. And all of your players, even GPs ones, like you don't need to worry about playstyle compatibility. Like you see, possession game 80, quick counter 55, there will be no such thing. Every player will be able to play in each position, in each playstyle without this kind of penalty, like not position, playstyle of course. But maybe Konami is going to be introducing something different to kind of make things interesting, to make team building a little bit more challenging for you guys. It's also important to notice that even if you're getting lower overall, you're still saving your overpowered players. So this Cristiano Ronaldo card, you can still use him. I mean, obviously, there'll be contract issues if you sign him at the start of the season. There are not a lot of contract items for us right now to use, but you need to, I mean, there's still, like I said, my Modric card, I signed him like, I thought it like ages ago and still has 150 days left. Defense Choice Pack Young Stars was the best bang for money, and I packed like lots of cards from Asian packs as well, and I can still use those entering eFootball 2024, which obviously will be a big issue, because how exactly can I gonna be enticing players who have been playing last season to open new packs? Because why would you open new packs if you can play your old players? There's still SO power to seize. So there is a Leo Messi card, there's a lot of Messi card, trending PSG cards, there's a lot of featured, highlight, standard cards from PSG, they'll be still carried over. Imagine you had a PSG team, you're playing like in a French Ligue 1 event, and you need to use that Messi cards, and you only have this French PSG team, player do card, for instance, and you can still use that. So there's epic, featured, and highlight. I think what they're saying that there's much more cards of Argentina, Leo Messi, but you don't have to be discouraged. Like there's epic, and I think it's including big time. So that means that big time Messi, you still will be able to play with that card. Epic Messi card, there's gonna be releasing any epic cards of Messi, whatever. Trending, obviously, player do cards, trending cards. There were definitely player do cards of Messi in PSG. So you can check it yourself, and maybe just like, it's not gonna be listing every single variation, but it's definitely showing that all of the cards are carried over and you don't have to worry. Now, let's talk about the cards of players that are kind of like on the verge of finishing their career or have already finished their career. If you had Gareth Bale as a standard card, unaffiliated, I don't think that it's available. You can't really sign it right now, but there's a highlight card of Gareth Bale from Wales, and I signed it. It was like a unique card that you need to buy a match pass, I think, and you get a Gareth Bale card. And you can still use that. There is no problem about that. Mesut Ozil is interesting because he finished his career. The base card of Mesut Ozil, I made a review on him, and next season he's not going to be in game whatsoever. So if you had his card, that means you're enjoying his card for the last months. And then in eFootball 2024, players like Ozil, there'll be no such players. Marcelo is a little bit different, I think, because Marcelo is still playing. So definitely there is a featured card of Real Madrid Marcelo. It was going like a additional card in Neymar signature pack, premium pack. I have that card, it already is out of contract, I'm not really using that, but I can apply 10 days contract, play with that Marcelo, it is still will be available for me, I can still play with that Marcelo. The Götze is an interesting player because Götze is playing for a club that isn't really licensed. So they had problems with Royce, Götze and these players. So you see, these players are not even available in the game, I think this season. Maybe Götze is available, but Royce, I rarely see this card, so let me know in the comments what's the issue with Royce. You see a legendary card of Sol Campbell from Arsenal, you'll still be able to use that. So people were also wondering, like, this carryover from the carryover, because you had this carryover iconic cards, former legendary cards that you definitely need to use contracts right now. And you can use them in different modes other than like online. You can use them in, I think, in co-op, you can use them in friendlies. So these modes don't need you to apply the contract, which is really fun. You can train the player, forget about the contract situation, use them in different modes and enjoy the cards. And you can still definitely do that because it says here clearly that this type of card is carried over. Like why I chose Campbell, because Campbell wasn't released as an epic card yet. So it's definitely, we can say for sure that this is a carryover of like a former legendary card of Sol Campbell. And naturally, all of the epic cards, like for instance, another Arsenal legend like Bergkamp. There is definitely an epic card of Bergkamp, and there is definitely a legendary card of Bergkamp. All of these cards will be carried over. Inter Milan, Arsenal, Netherlands, all of these cards you'll be able to use next season. It's just like the contract situation is the only thing that you probably should be worried. Balotelli is... I think someone asked me about Balotelli, so no, Balotelli, I think Wait, that's not Balotelli. Yeah, that's not our Balotelli. I don't think that Iniesta is an interesting card because like currently he's still playing for Vissel Kobe, and there has been like a player of the month card of Andres Iniesta. So these cards you'll still be able to use him because Andres Iniesta is still playing in the game. He's not. I mean, is he like finishing his career at the end of the season? Let me know. I'm not really following that. Sergio Ramos, he's out of contract right now. I think he is not really playing for PSG. He finished his career for Spain. So he has a few cards from PSG. There is a few I pulled. I think I have Champions League card, which is highlight or like featured card, I would say. There is a standard card of Ramos if you got him from Ligue 1, and there is a trending card, which is player of the week card of Ramos. So all of this will be carried over. You'll still be able to use Ramos. So that's a question from, I think, Nohaila. So there you go. There is a Bale. We already covered that. And there is Messi. I think Nohaila asks me about Bale though. So Moussa Diaby, it says that it will be available, but I have doubts because there is no license for Bayern Leverkusen, which means that starting next season, like right now you can't sign him. If you sign him before Moussa Diaby, you can kind of use him right now. I think the badge logo, there will be no logo. I mean, it should be blank. This licensing issue is so complicated. You don't really have to worry about that. First and foremost, you can still use him. According to this tool, you'll be able to buy him because he just moved to Aston Villa. It finally clears all of the confusion around the players. So I see this beautiful squad. It is so good. I had a very cool run on Division 1. Unfortunately, it was like 2 or 3 points short of that. Right now I'm playing Division 2 again, trying to get in Division 1 on my second try, hopefully. But this team plays out well. I have no problem with this team. If I lose a game, I think I lose a game because like it's a skill issue. I don't know. So with that said, will these players be nerfed? What's going to be happening with rebalancing the game? How Konami is going to be enticing players to open more packs starting next season? Is a questions to Konami, and I'm giving the button of exciting new releases to them. I'm looking forward to eFootball 2024. Hope you as well, and I'll see you next one. Peace.